So it's 2:34 and I am late for the gym. I under 6 hours sleep. I had to take a second caffeine. I made myself go because it's like, no, I'm not gonna skip another day. And I went to do my I finally finished transferring all the photos from the phone to the laptop and to the hard drive. I'm going to have to start clicking on replacing the files when I transfer, because I started to do I went a little further. Like I did the photos, then I did the documents from yesterday, and then I did, my bill for the class I'm going to teach today. I decided to do it and then transfer everything. And then I decided to, when I was scheduling the send of the email, I checked the bill to see if it was the right one. And I read another date, and I'm like, what happened? So that took time. And then I redid it all. And then I tried to transfer it to the hard drive and then transfer some of the money to another bill for little items that I use and I write off or whatever. And then it didn't work. And then I'm like, click on replace as opposed to skip, And I'm like, fuck, all this technical stuff in my brain isn't working that much well right now. So that was a piss off. So that's why I'm a little late. I couldn't even wash. I couldn't even wash anything, if you know what I mean. I'm like, just get out. So, there you go. So, I'm happy I did that. Now I'm going to have to make some more modifications because I'm late. And not to worry about what happened with the computer. You know what I mean? But I might have to switch photos over and replace the files. If I keep going from the laptop to hard drives, I can replace them. Because it doesn't... if there's already a file name on the hard drive, it will skip it, and so it will be the wrong file. But what about the days that I don't... that I do the opposite, hard drive to the laptop? I have to really pay attention to that. And I don't want to keep checking all the time. So I guess I could say that today is a bad day, but made it work. Some things were automatic, some things were not. But the point is to get out, get my brain right, get some exercise in, keep on that schedule, and then check my to-do list to see where I'm at. I had 2 other hard drives sticking out, and I thought I was going to change them today, but too many steps. I'm going to stick with the big hard drive. And then go to... Okay, stop thinking about that. Whatever it is I do not give up on what my routine is. Do not just say, just go, don't do anything. Keep it what I can do, because I gotta maintain those things. It's important. Keep those routines. And don't do anything impulsive. Was it a good thing to do that bill? Well, yes and no. That there's going to be unforeseeable things I need to do. Tomorrow morning I'm going to have to do a bill again too. So, don't let it snowball. Do not let it snowball. Alright, I don't care about the copyright today. I just gotta keep talking because just trying to get through this morning, trying to, like Dr. Tracy Mark says, I want to rewire my brain for these habits so they become more automatic. So then I'm less fucked up when things don't go that right well, when I go off the wagon. I am thinking a little bit about what happened with the computer, and did I mess up any other files? But I gotta continue. Okay, it's 4:42. Later than usual, of course. The whole morning started later as usual. But my ankles feel a little bit better. I did split squats on the bench where I was doing close grip bench press. I could have done a third set, but I'm late. So, but my ankles feel a little looser. Hopefully tomorrow I'll continue that, because it pulls in my groin too, which I need. I realized my groin, like my limping, is because 2 days ago I did the piriformis stretch and I did reps with weight. So it's muscle soreness, right? So groggy the whole time, but hyper the whole time. Didn't take any more caffeine, so it's just 200 milligrams. I'm gonna stick with that. At least the idea came to me to check my sent folder for the bills I sent to see why the number is off. And then I got a little worried, like I got so many things to do before I leave. How am I going to manage it? I don't want to lose the rhythm, but whatever. But then I looked and I realized it was just the last bill. I never did it because when I got home from the drug center, I was preparing to go to bed. And then I woke up on Friday, Thursday. Anyways, so I gotta do that bill, basically. I forgot all about it. The only way I realized I didn't even talk about that, because when the last clips I did, I said it took me long because I misnumbered it. But when I got to the gym and I was putting in today's class and the number of the class, it was 124. I'm like, I just sent the bill that was 123. Where's the 122? So anyway, so I looked in my sent folder and I realized it was the 123 was supposed to be the one a few days ago, which I didn't make. So that's what I was trying to say. So I gotta do that and other things. We'll see what I can get done before I leave. All right, so it's 4:03. I see a bus. Oh, there's a bus there. There's a bus coming this way, but there's traffic, so it's gonna take a while. But I forced myself to take a long walk and come back. I'm not at the exact place where I started, but I'm pretty far, and I have to take a number 2. Plus, no more caffeine in my system. I only took 200 milligrams, and I'm really pushing myself. So I have to regulate some bills when I get home, and I don't have the mental capacity, so that's going to be extremely tough. See, I can't see the bus anymore. It's like hidden. If it's still there, see, I don't know. It's like the bus that was going crossways when I was walking out of the sorry about that. Walking out of the community center, and it took a long time for it to get to where I was walking. So everything is just so slow here, and now I don't even know if it's still there. If I could have just walked down a few blocks, but I'm just out of it, so I'm not moving. So I decided to actually call the oh, look at that, the bus code, and figure out what time the bus is coming. It says 7 minutes, so I guess it's stuck there for 7 minutes. Maybe it takes the traffic into good measure. I don't know, into consideration. But they had an indicator on that telephone message that there's another bus strike, of course, until November something. I gotta call again and write down the dates. Well, I see another bus coming way over there. You can't see it, but I could see it. That was so weird. About 15 minutes ago, it was the same thing. And then where'd it go? Did it turn somewhere? And now I see another one. So I don't know if there's going to be two coming at the same time or the other one just went somewhere and I couldn't see because I can't. Everything's hidden there. Okay, for sure. Now we see it. There it is. That's definite. So it's 2:23 a.m. Getting myself to the gym. Hobbling down. It's cold. Not enough sleep. But making myself do it. You know. Try the best I can to do what I can before I leave. Including putting away gloves for the CPR class that I was disinfecting and letting dry. Putting away valves that I've been letting to dry. And I realized a couple of them don't have those crappy filters. Doesn't matter, they're reusable valves. Yeah. But when the brain doesn't work properly, you can't get into that groove. So, put away the paper from yesterday's class. Start a new folder on the laptop to get rid of the pictures on the desktop. So I gotta, organize everything else. It's like, otherwise things just keep piling up, So I gotta do that. But that replaces the former task, which was removing pictures from the iPhone, because that's all done. So I'm good for a little bit for that. But just to know to transition to that's hard. Because it's no longer automatic. So I didn't complete everything, but I didn't do like I did yesterday and kind of try to stay for doing a bill. I have to do, the invoice. I have to do it when I get home. Yesterday before going to bed, I actually took out the bill stub with all the invoices that I sent, that they had sent me. So I got to compare that to the invoices I sent to make sure that they're all paid for. I got to clean the butt crack of my sweatpants, which have this big white stain. And I tried yesterday and it's not working. I got to try it again. And then I got to find a pair of sweatpants to wear for today. All those little things that I need to keep moving when you have something that's putting a spoke in your wheels, like those sweatpants, and then I have no time to go buy more. Plus, when you're sleep deprived, plus. That's, where I gotta kind of, prioritize. I gotta work on it, prioritize. Try to not overdo it, but keep things going, Otherwise, I stop everything and then I do nothing. And I always end up in the same crap, So that's where I'm at. So what I did was, because my mind's not working, so that helps, I did what I can automatically. That didn't require too much brain power. And then I wrote a couple of things that I think I should get done when I get home before going to work. Like the bills, putting the bills in paper clips. Keep doing that. And the other thing. And then I scrolled through my list, my to-do list, to make sure. That's where I found the actually do the bills thing, because I had forgotten, because my mind's not working. So I just went through that to remind myself, and then put that out, so when I get home I'll do that. Now today it's supposed to be a cardio day, and I've been walking a lot, that's why I'm hobbling. Yesterday I managed to get 10,000 steps in, but I want to work. I don't think I want to do that today, because I'm going to be walking again. Maybe. I might have to cut that down a bit. So I don't know. So you can tell we're Saturday night. Well, Sunday morning technically, but everyone's still out. So what I do like about this situation that I'm putting myself in, it forces me to figure things out and to survive, to do what needs to be done, really prioritize. And coming here, just change, I do things here that are work related too, so it changes my mind, for like an ADHD type of mind and stuff like that. So, because again, if I do less and do nothing, it snowballs downward. So